Welcome back to another episode of NXT Roundup. Mr. Glenn Sexton.
What is
welcome
up?
back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Man, another week. Man, it is me, one of your hosts of NXT Roundup, the dad bod god himself, the bald, the beard, the beautiful Piers Austin, and I'm joined by my good buddy, my good friend, the sex god himself, Mr. One-Ton Sex Machine. That is Glenn Sexton. What's going on, brother?
Not much, bro. How are you doing?
I'm pumped up, bro. I'm pumped up. You know, I watched NXT and I enjoyed some aspects of tonight, man, like of that show, bro. I'm not going to lie. I enjoyed a little bit of that show. Some of it I didn't like, but we're going to get into it. But before we get into it, man, how about we thank some of those amazing sponsors that help us keep the lights on up in this bitch?
Oh, definitely. Let's do that, Piers.
So healthvape.com is your healthy vaping alternative. Guys, if you're like me, pardon me, an ex-cigarette smoker or a current vapor, is that what you call the people that use vapors, Glenn? Are they called a vapor?
Yeah, vapors.
They're vapor people, yeah. Anyway, I'm one of those douchebags that walk around Sydney going and putting up big clouds. My wife wants me to get off it. Healthvape.com is your healthy vaping alternative, guys. All of their products are no nicotine, no addictive or harmful chemicals, and they are vitamin infused. So, guys, check out healthvape.com. Use promo code MWAPOD to get a 10% discount at checkout, baby.
And then we have sleeves.com where they have dirty boxers, headbands, arm sleeves, customized gear for your athlete in your life. Go check them out. We have a code called MWA Pod for a 10% discount. Go check them out at sleeves.com.
Oh, yeah, sleeves.com, baby. I'll tell you what, man, those dirty boxes, I wear a pair of them every day, man. They sent me a bunch of them. Most comfortable boxes that I own, dude.
Huh. Guess my shipment got lost. I see how it is.
But dude, what a week of NXT, bro. Like what do you think overall of the show?
I mean, what I saw wasn't half bad. Like, when you said you're like, I wasn't really into it, I was like, did we watch the same episode of NXT? Because I thought it was pretty good.
I thought there was parts of it that were pretty good. The opening match, Ember Moon versus Kaylee Ray. Dude, I got a lot of notes on this match. And the first thing I'm going to say is, was it really like a fucking just a throwaway opening match on NXT, bro? Like, couldn't have that match have been, like, I thought that could have been a takeover worthy match. I felt like it was just sort of like, you know what I mean? Like just throwing something away for free. But again, like there's always can be a reason for a storyline down the road. A couple of things in the match, dude. What do you think of it first? I want to get your take.
Like you said, it felt like an NXT takeover match. It was really good. I mean, if anything, it shouldn't have been an opener because it was really good. Like, I was expecting it not to be so.
But bro, sometimes the opening matches has to be the a fire match to get the show started.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but for like just a regular NXT show on a Tuesday, that feels kind of, I don't know. That's just me. But it was a damn good match. Ember Moon like controlled pretty much of the match. I thought Kaylee Ray, ended up getting the win. But I thought it was a damn good match.
I thought it was okay. There was parts of it I didn't like. One of the things that sort of got me that I noticed was when Ember Moon was on her back and she was like, she was in a submission or she was being putting in it on a submission. I think she was being put in some sort of leg lock or something. And the referee went down and did a 1-2 count because the shoulders were down. Less than 5 seconds later, bro, she's rolled back on her shoulders and the referee doesn't go for that count. You know what I mean, man? Like, I sit there and I see that shit, bro, and I'm like, you know what I mean? It's inconsistency. It's inconsistency with the refereeing. Like if you're gonna go down there, you're gonna do that spot, and you got to do it throughout the whole match. Like when it's blatantly right in front of you, like it needs to be. Like I felt the refereeing, and it was the same referee that has gotten that I mentioned has gotten in the way, like been in the wrong position to make a 3 count where there's no way you could even see the shoulders a couple weeks back. I just think there needs to be a little bit more consistency in refereeing. I think that referee kind of showed the inexperience of refereeing on, like, you know what I mean? Like you look at like an Earl Hebner or something like that who's been around for 20, 30 years. Those sort of mistakes aren't happen with a seasoned ref. This referee definitely needs to stay in the NXT brand to really sort of sharpen that skill up, because on the main roster, that's kind of noticeable. Like it was noticeable to me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just nitpicking. I don't know.
No. You're right. You're right. So essentially what Piers is trying to say, if you're going to go down, you better do your job right. There you go.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. But you know what? Like, you know, to me, I felt the match was wasted on NXT.
Yeah.
You know, Kaylee Ray, I think came across very strong.
Oh, yeah.
I had something else here. Something about it was like she did like this soccer kick style kick that Ember Moon did on Kylie Ray, like almost like the twirling whopper, and just kicked her straight in the fucking head. Yeah. I thought that looked impressive. I thought that was like, I mean, I was like, oh shit! Like I don't pop for shit like that, but I thought that was pretty spot on.
Yeah, it was really good. Like I said, it was throwaway match. Damn good. I mean, hopefully Ember Moon is able to do something good. I know there was like a little something else during the show that happened between Ember Moon, but I won't say it now. I'll wait till later. But Kaylee Ray, I'll tell you what, she's becoming a good contender for the NXT Women's Championship so far.
Dude, I don't think, like, I think they're going to build her up a little bit more, but like,
well,
yeah, I mean,
they're
like,
going to do that.
Yeah, they had her have a solid clean win over Ember Moon. One of the things I saw, which was kind of strange, was Ember Moon hit this like off the top rope, kind of like a code breaker facing, like, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of looked weird and awkward.
Yeah, it did.
Like, did you get that feeling, bro?
Yeah, like somehow delayed. I don't know how you can do that in a fluid motion, like delay a move like that, but that's what it felt like. It looked like to me, but you're right.
Bro, we've seen that, like, the delayed motion happens quite a bit in NXT if you pay attention to some of the matches. Like, yeah, and we'll get into it, and I'll mention it in I think it's the next match on the card. But overall, man, I thought that they told a really good story. They worked the single body part with the arm, the shoulder. Again, bro, I just think Ember Moon needs a big character change moving forward. Like, I think she's become stale, in my opinion. Like, she's the same character as that she debuted in NXT years ago. Yeah. She's gone up to the main roster. She wasn't successful up there, and she's back now in NXT. They had a tag team run. What happened with Shotzi Blackheart? Is she injured or like?
No, she was with Tegan Nox in SmackDown.
Right. I haven't watched SmackDown.
I mean, I don't know if she's been on ever since, but I don't know.
You know, but that, I mean, again, that says a lot as well that they didn't bring her up with, Shotzi. And you know what I mean? Like, she's been around a lot longer. So, by looking at it, bro, I just have to sit there and question and go, if they don't do a character change, they don't do something significantly with her, do you think that she could be on the chopping block? Do you think she would be one that they're going to be releasing?
It's a big possibility. Hell, they got this rebrand going on. They teased it last night in the commercial. I don't know if you've seen it. They teased what the outlay of the arena was going to look like, and I'm like, oh god, please don't remind me.
Can I just say this, bro? Like, it's a fucking logo.
I know.
Like, what's this like coming soon, bro? Like, it's already fucking unveiled. All it looks is like your multimedia team haven't got the fucking memo yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, what the fuck is this? The big thing they're going to do? Because now that Pritchard and Vince McMahon are now taking over NXT, yeah, make it a fucking rainbow. Like, you know what I mean? Like what are they doing? Make it like a 5-year-old drew it. That's what I want. Yeah, make it trashy. Yeah, make it look really kid-like. Yeah.
Vince probably saw an episode of NXT and he's like, man, that looks dark. Like, you need to put some lights in there. Like, and then he's like, perfect. I've got the idea. Fucking white. Everything white. And then the logo, it has to look like Sesame Street threw up all over it. Like, we gotta make this happen. Draw something up. Perfect. Great. Oh God. No.
Bro,
I can't.
It's some pretty rough shit to fucking sit there and watch, man. Like, now, like, I wonder how it's gonna change. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think could be the main point of that of going forward? Do you think that, you know, we're going to see a drastic overhaul of NXT? Are we going to see a lot of guys getting released?
We might. I mean, hopefully they don't get rid of Joe. Like, if they got rid of Joe again, Jesus Christ, I would fucking be like, yep, this place is fucked. We need to stop. Like, no. But if they're changing everything up to logos, I mean, the arena, it's a massive overhaul. Hell, that means we're probably going to be seeing new championship belts, and it's probably going to look real shitty. Like, I don't know. I'm not ready for it. I mean, I'm not a person that likes change that much. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are the same way. But, like, with wrestling, you kind of have to change sometimes to mix it up a little bit and be new or relevant. And I think NXT and Vince McMahon and Bruce they're doing it for all the wrong reasons.
Do you think that this is going to be the death of NXT? Possibly.
It could be.
You know, like I don't know, bro. I mean, I think ECW was one thing, like, was brought in to be that, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that they always had that. Like, I heard some ECW originals say that they thought that the WWE's version of ECW was to be like the catalyst for CM Punk, you know what I mean? To make him a star, which, you know, if that was the case, job well done. Yeah. But, like, could we be seeing this happening again? And then, I don't know, dude, like, and could, like, I don't know, like, it's their developmentary. It is their developmental.
Yeah,
like that's the beginning and end of it. So they're not. I don't think they'll get rid of developmental, but maybe they might scale it back.
Maybe a little bit. I mean, they probably want to do what they did with OVW back in the day, because OVW used to be their developmental place. I mean, that's where John Cena came from, Brock Lesnar, Shelton Benjamin, Randy Orton, Batista.
Well, they were signed and sent there.
Well, yeah, but that was developmental, though. I mean, but at the same time,
this is now a bigger scale, bro. Like, but the thing is, like, you're seeing guys in developmental that stay in developmental.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, you look at Adam Cole, his whole stint in WWE, he's probably been on the main roster a couple of times, maybe, you know, a Royal Rumble match, I believe, once.
One Royal Rumble, and I'm sure he only had one match on the main roster with Daniel Bryan.
So,
that's,
you know,
pretty fucked.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing, dude. Like, guys will go there and don't want to go to the main roster for whatever reason. But I digress, man. But we saw a promo with, you know, Dunn's boys, Holland, Dunn, Lorcan, Birch. Promo again, so like they're really trying to push him. I gotta say this: Pete Dunne is a badass motherfucker. I really enjoy him.
Yeah,
you know, watching his work. But dude, he's got to get some new shoes, man. Like, those, like, loafers are not tough, bro.
Dude, I don't like the loafer. For some odd reason, I don't know why. Like, I'm an old fashioned sneaker boot kind of guy. Like, loafers.
I don't know. It doesn't look too intimidating, but
no, I'm gonna beat that ass with a fucking man bun and loafer. Dude, I want to say it to his face.
Let's get into the most exciting part of the fucking show, bro. Index,
Ah,
index, baby, index. Oh, dude, you know what? Like don't use that as micro content, by the way. But
too late,
dude, yeah, you dick. I really enjoyed the whole index thing. I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to end and like how long that they can really keep going with this whole story.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're kind of going a little bit too quick with it. But we saw Indy Hartwell's bachelorette party. And dude, this was a pretty big thing for me because like when I was watching it, I saw someone in that segment who debuted, Persia, aka Steph DeLander, who's an Australian professional wrestler from Sydney, Australia. So it was pretty exciting to see Persia, as she would now be called, debut. So that was pretty cool to sort of see that. I thought the skit was really good. Candace and Indy Hartwell have a very good comedic connection, and you can see that. And same with her and Gargano and her and Index. I think what they're doing is really well. Like they're playing the exact type of role that they want to play, and it's coming off hilarious. It's funny to watch. It's not like painful in any aspect. But I think like overall, like it was enjoyable to watch. What do you think of the Bachelorette?
I didn't really get to see much of that, but it looked really funny. It did. Like I pop for Index. I love Index. I think we both do, even though you don't want to call it a pop. It is a pop. Whatever. Calm down.
Yeah.
But there's a segment later on in the show that I loved a little bit more than the Bachelorette party, but we'll talk about that soon because I popped for that segment a little bit more than this segment.
All right. Well, you know what? Look, I think that and they had a tease for the wedding being for next week as well.
Yep.
Look, dude, I just feel, I don't know, man. Like, I think that there's a lot of stuff they could do. They could have gone a bit longer with this, this story.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because after the wedding, then what? Like, what happens from there? You know what I mean? Like, that's just my mentality for it, bro. But, after that, we saw Carmelo Hayes versus Santos Escobar with Legado del Fantasma in his corner. What do you think?
It was pretty good. I liked it.
It was pretty good. I liked it. It was I'm just taking the piss, bro. Relax.
I could tell. Yeah, I'm like, okay, fine. Nah, it's piece of shit garbage. No, dude, it was really good actually.
That was an enjoyable match. Santos Escobar, hell of a worker. Like I enjoy seeing his work. It's kind of a mix of like the lucha style mixed with a little bit of like chain wrestling. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of like he's a very well-rounded worker. There was one spot we spoke about the delayed move at the beginning of the show, right?
Right.
So there was a delayed move in that where they had Escobar like holding onto the rope like that, like literally holding onto the rope, hanging back, waiting for Carmelo Hayes to jump off and land on him.
Yeah.
And he's looking up like that, bro. If you're not with it, you're not conscious, you're not going to be hold. You know what I mean? Like, and then, you know what I mean? Like, to me, it was just like, come on, man. Like, this is why it's developmental, though.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't thinking too much about that, but I was like, now when you were talking, I'm like, all right, yeah, act like you're out of it a little bit, then like last minute look up a little bit. But
you know what? I thought the match itself was good. Besides that spot, like I said, that's nitpicking, man. And I don't want to come across as being a hater because I'm not. I do enjoy NXT. I see things and I just go, what? Like, you know what I mean? I question it, bro. I've got an inquisitive personality. Like I said, I thought the match was good. He'll finish at the end. Only thing I want to touch on, and I want to get your thoughts.
Okay.
They go out there. The girl's name that's with them, what's her name?
Is it Electra?
Electra scoops slams him. and then he sells it, turns around, looks at her, gets up, goes in the ring, and like almost walks into the finish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that like, what, you know what I mean? Get the heel to get out of the ring, throw him back in, then hit the. You know what I mean? Like just the little things there that to me that I think that could have been made the match a little bit more enjoyable.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too. I'm like, the last thing I'd be doing is looking at a woman that just scoop slammed me. I'd be like, I'm just gonna go back to the ring. Like, I'm not gonna look at her. I mean, if a woman could scoop slam me, all right, I'd probably look at her and be like, all right, okay, you got me. All right, damn.
But the thing is, he stands back up, Glenn, goes straight into the ring, puts his head down, takes the finish. Like there was no lead up to the finish. You know what I mean? Like he just walked back into the ring. Like I said, you've got three heels on the outside. They could have done something that, you know what I mean? Like a little bit more creative to get him back in the ring. That's just what I'm saying.
Right, yeah. And I agree with you. It was just like, oh God, we got to finish the match. And like, okay, here we go, do it. But it was a good match.
It was decent, bro. Like we saw another Diamond Mine promo, dude, which I'm kind of like getting into this a little bit. With the two new members, the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus. Man, these guys have legit back. Do they have legit backgrounds? These guys, like I was trying to look them up after the show.
I believe they do. Like, I mean, when I saw them wrestle, I was like, shit, they might be legitimate. They might be champions and undefeated. But
that was saying that, but I was trying to find if that was a work or a shoot. Like,
I don't know. But the promos are cool. I like the Diamond Mine. I'm starting to like them. Like they just got like a good intensity to them. Roddy needs to stop talking.
Yeah, you mean at the end of that promo thing?
Yeah, this is where the real work.
The thing is like, this is where the real work starts. Yeah,
I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, like I'd rather see him have that intensity. You know what I mean? Like that real heaviness. Like just barely don't have him talk on camera. But again, Roddy's one of the best workers there is, man. Like in NXT, like he puts on like banger matches every single match, bro. Like I don't think I've ever seen a bad match with him.
No, I haven't.
But after that, dude, we saw Regal do a backstage thing announcing a fatal four-way to determine the number one contender for the NXT championship. O'Reilly, LA Knight, Tommaso Ciampa, and Pete Dunne next week being in a number one contenders match. You know, again, dude, I like to feel like I have this old school feeling of a champion with Joe as the NXT champion and sort of bringing it, you know, like I said, I'd like to see him hold that title for a while longer. But for this match, I think they got it. I think Pete Dunne deserves it.
Yeah.
To go over. But I think it's going to be LA Knight, and I think LA Knight will go on to take the championship.
Well, I mean, it's a big possibility. I love that. I love that they're doing number one contender matches. Like, earn that shot, not just get it handed to you.
Yeah, but like, dude, I think as well they're trying to put that sort of prestige on the title, and they're trying to. Yeah. But you know, again, bro, like you got someone like Samoa Joe there, you have him drop the title, then what does Joe do next? You know, that's another question that you have to sit there and wonder is like, you know, they brought him back. I think that them putting the title on Joe is an apology for him being released. Sorry, bro, my fucking bad. Here, come back, sign the contract. We'll put the NXT belt on you. We'll put you back in the ring. You can do the muscle buster. You know what I mean? Like, I think that shit was like, hey, man, we fucked up. You know, I don't know if Joe's that sort of guy that would probably like go, oh yeah, no worries. But again, you know, when they back that money truck up, and they realized they fucked up when they released him, they got him back pretty quick.
Oh yeah, really, really fucking quick.
But I think the whole title thing is like, sorry, bro, how bad?
It probably is. Like, here's a little something that we fucked up. Our bad. I get it. Which shit, Okay. Then Joe was probably like, all right, cool. I was just gonna choke more people for
I was
Regal,
just gonna
but
go to I was just gonna go to AEW.
or that, yeah. Good
Yeah,
God.
dude. But after that, man, we saw the Creed brothers versus
Yeah.
Viola and Hatchman.
There we go.
Hackman?
I
Yeah.
forgot their names, didn't even know it. I wasn't too quick to write it down. I was like, I wrote down two guys. I was like, shit.
I thought it was I really like the look of these guys, man.
Oh yeah, me too.
Kind of like you kind of got the feel of like the world's greatest tag team.
Yeah,
Or like, you know what I mean? Like it's you know what I mean? Like I like that sort of style of these guys coming in. They fit the Diamond Mine, like what they're going for, that real fight team mentality. But I thought the Creed brothers they looked impressive, man. They put them over strong. The match was there to get them over. You know, doing the amateur wrestling takedowns and stuff like that. Fuck, spot on.
Oh yeah, like as soon as they started doing throws, I was like, all right, I'm in. Like you don't have to, but it was intense. It was brutal. I was like, damn, these guys are just ragdolling these motherfuckers right now.
But
I'm
did you
like,
think it was? Did you think they were too stiff?
no, I don't think they were too stiff. I mean, I think they were just trying to like get their point across of how big of a deal they are and can be. But it just like back in the day, I was a Greco-Roman wrestler in high school, so I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, I'm in. I got this shit." Can't wait to see more of them. That's for damn sure. They're fucking badasses. Uh, but hell, I mean, that's more contenders for the tag team scene, and I
Well,
could definitely
dude,
see
look,
them with the straps.
you know what? They look good. They look solid. There was a couple of spots that to me that they did look green, but they are green. That was probably their first pro wrestling match in front of a live audience,
Yeah.
or on television anyway. So, you know, you got to give that sort of an understanding. But I thought for new guys coming into the like pro wrestling world, man, they look solid. You know what I mean? That match was put together to get them over,
Oh yeah.
and fuck, job well done.
Oh damn! It was damn well job done. It was really good.
You know, but again, like I said, man, you know, how big are they going to have this Diamond Mine stable, and
I don't know.
are they going to keep adding to it, bro? But like, what?
I don't know. There was two other people in the back. Did you see behind them?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they might be adding a woman.
Like, if they're
Who
going to go
knows?
the whole fight team and stuff like that, but then you're creating a stable which is going to be what's like the NWO, but for like shoot fighters in pro
Yeah.
wrestling. Yeah, like I don't know, dude. I don't think they know what they're doing with that stable long term though. It doesn't look like it.
I mean, we haven't even seen the one guy that's with them wrestle, not the manager, but the one guy. I don't know his name.
Which guy?
There's another guy. It's Roddy, and then manager, and then the Asian guy. I just don't know his name.
I'm just trying to look it up. Like the Asian guy.
I know it doesn't sound right, but I'm trying to figure out the name.
Oh, bro, like they've got like just trying to have a look in it. The Diamond Mine. They've got Hideki. Oh, Suzuki.
That might be it. This
Yeah, I
is
think
Suzuki.
but I don't know, dude. Like, regardless, it's I'm interested to see where it's going to go. But like I said, I don't want to see them keep adding like just the same sort of style because it's like what you're going to have 7 characters that are exactly the same in the one stable. All right,
Right.
cool.
Yeah, mix it up a little bit at least.
But after that, man, we saw Amber Moon's promo. Definitely suggests like she's turning heel. As I said at the top of the show, it has to happen for her. Otherwise, like, dude, if she can't pull out a new a change in the character and do something, I think that she'll be the next one on the next set of releases. And I'm sad to say it, bro, but like, what else can they do with her?
Right. I mean, if she turns heel, I mean, I can imagine her being a good heel. I mean, hell, I would have turned heel right then and there. I would have said some shit on the mic.
Yeah, but it's not up to her, bro.
Whatever.
You know how it works, right?
Yes, I know, Piers.
How
I
many
know.
wrestlers do you know, bro? And you still come on, man.
Shut up. When
Anyway,
I watch wrestling, I'm in a whole total different mindset. I can't help it.
hey man, nothing wrong with that, bro. But yeah, I think Ember Moon definitely needs to. They need to do something with that character.
Oh yeah,
For
definitely.
if they even if they keep her a face, do some sort of character change to rejuvenate it. You know, I mean, we're seeing Chris Jericho over the years. How many times rejuvenate his character?
Oh, tons of times.
You know what I
And
mean? Same with Bray Wyatt when he was in
yep.
WWE. Like, how many versions of Bray Wyatt did we see? Multiple. You know, like Undertaker, same thing. Every performer has to evolve, and I think that she's been stagnant for a little while.
Yeah.
But again, we saw another Hit Row promo. This kind of felt like a different Hit Row promo. Still the same rhyming shit, and you know that we've seen, but again, dude, Hit Row, like you saw a bit more seriousness to them. You know, them trying to do like almost like I don't know. It's almost like they're trying to like have that gangster rap feel, like with the fucking studio, with the monitors in the background, with the fucking, you know, like the audio, editing software in the background running and shit like that. Like it looked cool, but
Yeah.
like, you know, I think that now we're starting to see a bit more intensity. I think, you know, Isaiah Swerve Scott is, dude, he's money
Oh yeah.
on every aspect of it. You know, to me, honestly, like I think it's more of putting these guys with him to get them more smartened up to the business of professional wrestling, because he's been around for a long time. He's a hell of a worker. He's experienced, but I think they're putting the other three of Hit Row with him to really for his benefit, to get him over, but also for him to sort of pass some of that knowledge of his years in the business onto them as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like he's essential to that group. I mean, it probably wouldn't even work with
Well, he's the
anybody
leader.
else.
He's the leader.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. You build him up. I was trying to help you out, but okay, fine.
Okay, fucking hell. I'm sorry, Glenn. Proceed.
No. I'm good. I'm good. No, he's awesome. I love watching him work. Love his promos. Um, Hopefully this group stays around a little bit. Like you said, it did look kind of gangster rap-ish. It looked like they were about to put out a hot mixtape.
Yeah. I was expecting him just to turn around and go, yo, run it back real quick. And like, you know,
Yeah.
let's get to some sort of hip hop track. But, you know, dude, you know what? You're putting everything over this week. I'm getting the feeling you really enjoyed this week's NXT.
It was a good NXT. I was kind of like, all right, going in, I was like, I try to be open minded with it, but this week I'm like, fuck, dude, this is like closer and closer. Vince and Bruce are gonna be fucking in charge. I'm gonna be like, God, this is gonna suck. And then fucking the first two matches happen. I'm like, it's pretty fucking good. Like, not gonna lie. And then let's see, fucking Dunmine, Julius, and Brutus, they came out. I'm like, all right, that's good too. All right. So I actually enjoyed this week. It wasn't bad.
Well, there you go, man. Like I thought, like I said, there was good and bad parts of it. You know, they're one of the matches to me which surprised the fuck out of me on how much I would enjoy it was the next match. Please announce it, Glenn. Please announce it.
It was Io Shirai and Zoe Starks versus Caden and Casey for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship match.
Yes, sir.
And it was pretty good.
It was a dude. The crowd were into it, man. The crowd seemed pretty fired up for it. I thought for sure that we were going to see Zoe Stark turn heel.
No, I wasn't going to see that. I didn't think I was going to see that. It was damn good though. I mean, I kind of started laughing when they were just slapping each other to fucking tag each other in. Like, no, fuck, all right, fuck you. You ain't gonna tag me. Fuck you. I'm getting in.
Bro, I honestly thought that we were going to see that. Like, I thought like they were going to drop the titles, and we're going to see Zoe Stark just turn around, just fucking like completely fucking like just wipe her the fuck out. That would have made so much fun. That would have been absolutely an awesome finish.
Yeah.
Like to me, I think it would have been an awesome finish to see that happen because I mean, you see Shirai being like whatever, and I mean, then Zoe Stark just going, well, fuck you, boosh. And I thought that there was definitely going to be a build up to that with a couple of spots within the match. I also like the fact that we saw Catanzaro and Cadence Carter not do that as any goofy shit like in the beginning of the match. Like they look serious, they were there, like they weren't made to look like, they didn't go out there and look like jokes, which we've seen them do before, and just look really just, I don't know, dude. Like sometimes we've seen them come out there and just do goofy shit, like like the TikTok dances and shit like that, bro. Like I don't know, man. I think that this week they really sort of showed a different side of them. They came out there, they put on a hell of a match. They look like credible contenders throughout the match. Again, I actually thought that they were going to go over. I just don't know what they're going to be able to do. Like what next for them?
Yeah, that's the only thing. I thought they were going to go for 2. Looked like it. And then they switched it up, and I was like, all right, okay, cool. But like you said, they looked really serious and credible contenders. And I've wanted to hear you say that because the last 2 weeks you're like, oh, fuck them. Fuck no. I was like,
well, dude, I'm only saying what I saw. Like, you know what I mean?
know.
When you're coming out jumping on the fucking table, laughing, the number of contenders. Like, no, like that's just bullshit, bro.
I'm with you on that, but yeah. I always thought, like, man, watch, they're probably gonna be serious as shit. And I was like, yeah, I'm like, yep, I was right.
You know,
but I'm with you on the whole dancing on the table thing. I get that, yeah.
Yeah, look, I thought it was much needed for the situation. Great showing from all 4 women, and it was probably the most over match on the card because you had everyone in attendance going off there. Like it seemed like the crowd was hot for it. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
And what do we have next? Ooh, Kylo Reilly promo.
Okay, I kind of didn't pay attention to the promo.
But that's the thing, dude. Didn't pay attention to the promo, right? Because he didn't captivate you. There's nothing there that drew you into that.
I think somebody was on the phone with me.
Right. Okay. Well, dude, I felt the promo was like the big puppy dog eyes, like, oh, God, like, gee whiz, I just want to win the big one. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, how long have we seen?
We've seen that a lot of times.
Dude, like, Kylo Reilly is a fucking, again, you know, like Roderick Strong, amazing in the ring. But then when we see, like, his, like, emo style fucking promo, like, I have to go on and face Joe and beat Joe and just, dude, like, I don't know. Like, it's just, to me, it's annoying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, have this guy be, you know, he comes out to the ring dancing like a fucking idiot, and then he sits there and has like emo moments when he's doing a promo like that. Like, to me, I didn't really buy into it, dude. I couldn't get invested in him as a babyface. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's nothing. I don't know, dude. I love his in-ring shit, but just as a persona, can't get into it.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got to do something to match his persona outside of the ring, especially with his promos and stuff. I mean, it's cool to be a goofball and everything, but like I said, it's kind of when he does a promo like that, it doesn't really give him credibility to go into the ring and be like, oh, he's going to do it. He's going to do this and that and the other. It's kind of hard to get behind it.
Oh, dude, 100%. You know, but that's kind of like what we have sort of seen lately from him. And ever since the real like heel that we've seen, like when Adam Cole turned on him, you know, Lowrider even says, like, I agree 100% with what this gentleman is saying. He is a much better heel. You know, some guys can do both, heel and babyface. Some guys are just better heels than they are baby faces, and you know, he is that same sort of guy. You know,
yeah,
he better heel. But you know, Anyway,
I'll agree.
I'll agree. Agree to disagree. Agree to agree.
I agree to agree. I agree to agree.
And what's next, Glenn? I'm gonna let you take this because I know this is your favorite part.
Oh, it was the bachelor party for Index. Oh, it was so good. It was awesome. Fucking Christ.
What got over the most for you, Glenn?
Fucking all of it, Piers. All of it got over. Like, I mean, they like in the limo, they brought back the zombie ref from from Grimes and Dexter's match. Grimes was in the limo paying for everything. Odyssey was in there, which was awesome. And
why was he there?
I don't know, it was random. I mean, you got to have
Drake
some randomness.
Maverick.
Yeah, that was a little random too. But like, you need some randomness to like spruce it up a little bit, and it was just awesome. The axe throwing bit was great. Being like this, the elbow, like and then Gargano's like, oh, and then laser tag was badass.
The chloroform over the face was a bit much though, right?
Yeah, I was like, okay, and then Gargano just comes up, shoots him. Oh
he's
god,
just like, all right, whatever. It's completely normal. You know what I really popped for is when Grimes goes when he's standing there watching Drake Maverick jumping on like the fucking the trampoline, and he's like, look at that little rock star go.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's fucking awesome.
It's like the little throwback, to Rockstar Spud, and even like, when you seen like the the stakeout with Indy and Candace, like again, dude, like these bunch of people have the best comedic timing like you'll ever see, and like this whole thing has probably become the most over thing on NXT by a long shot, bro. But I thought it was absolutely fucking great. I kind of was like wondering what the fuck was up with the zombie referee. Like I was trying to figure that out.
Which I was like, all right, that's cool. But the funniest thing was like they were all get together and everything. He actually talked. He's like, he's not that bad of a guy, eh? And then fucking
you're Canadian.
Then Drake was like, "You're Canadian?" And I'm like, "That's fucking amazing. That's great." That's a Canadian zombie ref. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Oh, dude. But why was Cameron Grimes paying for everything?
Well, he's got the money.
Yeah, I know. And he's just like handing out dollars.
Yeah, he's like, Dexter, I know we had a hard time, but truce. And yeah, he's like, yeah, shake the hand and everything like that. You got to see Dexter smile. That was kind of weird.
Yeah. I like it was like, does anyone have like experience throwing axes? And then you see Dexter. But no, I popped for the laser tag. I thought that was some pretty funny shit.
Yeah.
Dexter and Gargano are friends now. The only thing I really sort of went, huh? Is when when Indy turns around and said, "Oh, you cracked Johnny's nut."
That's wow.
I was like, like there was a few innuendos in that whole skit, bro. In the Bucks party,
I feel like she tries to get some innuendos in, like especially with the pie. Like he had room for pie and everything like that, and I'm like, yeah.
But you got to wonder. You got to wonder how. I don't know. You got to wonder how many of it like is them actually just going off the cuff and throwing this out there and seeing what they get, or how scripted they have those sort of things. Because like in that thing you'd have to sort of let sometimes just let people go and just see what happens, because it's like capturing lightning in a bottle. But I think it's pretty heavily. It'd have to be pretty heavily scripted. I'd love to find out the truth, but
yeah, me too. Now that you said that, you kind of burst my bubble. Just like, damn it, you're right, writers. Oh, but hopefully, half, like, if not all of it, half of it is like improvised. And if so, Jesus Christ, you got gold right there.
I agree, man. I 100% agree. What do we see next, Glenn?
It was Mi Yin and versus Fury.
Dude, that was a quick match.
I saw it was going to be a quick match. I figured it was going to be a squash type of match.
It was kind of an enjoyable character, but it kind of was uh, like I'm trying to remember. Like you're going to shoot me for not remembering this performer's name. But like there was a similar character in Impact, wasn't there?
Oh,
Rich Swan's wife,
Su Young?
Su Young, yeah. When she came out and did the whole, I don't
Yeah.
think to that extent, but it was a different thing. It was more like gothic.
Yeah, it was more like a gothic thing. This chick just came out of a Ring movie and it's like, all right, we're gonna do this. I'm like, all right, we're doing that.
But dude, like I thought the gimmick was pretty solid. Like it was enjoyable. I even liked the finish, like from Ming from WCW.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Which I was like, hell yeah, nice throwback. I like that. Because you don't see that move anymore unless Ming or Haku comes back from New Japan Pro. Be like, oh, I got you.
But it's almost like you're seeing that sort of thing happen, and you're like, fuck, like that. Like, how do you have that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you now then have that character go up to? Say you have that character go up to the main roster and face Alexa Bliss.
Oh god!
But the two characters are like almost, you know what I mean? Like
intertwined.
Like yeah, like to me, it's like I don't know, unless they've got a plan to change certain things. But I think that overall the gimmick was cool. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I think that the quickness in the match had to be that like that. Keep it very contained. I really like this this little group. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I like it too. I always love things that have a little bit of like mystery or like
darkness
to it. You know, it's pretty. It's fascinating to see, especially if they try a character like that. And like I said, I was expecting to see some Muda Mist, but no, I didn't get no fucking Muda Mist.
You're upset about the Mist, huh?
I pop for the Mist. I don't know why, but I do. It's like every time I see Muda do it, I'm like, fuck yeah.
You get moisty for the Misty?
I get moisty for the Misty.
There you go, brother. There you go, mate. Fuck. Fair play to you. Then we saw an LA Knight promo of him driving in the car because whose show is this?
Night show.
Like, dude, like again, I'm gonna say he's my pick to go on there. He could go on and defeat Joe and be a credible heel, you know what I mean, champion. You know what I mean? But my pick is he will go on because I feel like they ended the Cameron Grimes feud a little bit quickly out of, you know what I mean? Like it went for as long as it could have gone, but I think that they could have got a little bit more out of it. But I think that they looked at long term going, okay, well, Adam Cole's going, you know, Karrion Kross going up to the main roster. Who do we have as a credible contender? And I think LA Knight fits that mold.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, God, he could do promos really well too. Doesn't matter if it's in a car or anything like that. I see him doing big things. He might just win the championship. He might be the one.
You think they'd put him over that soon?
I mean, they've done it before with other people.
I definitely think they've done it before, but I don't know, man. Like with LA Knight, like he had a cooler name before. Like
I know,
like you know what I mean. Like it's LA Knight just kind of sounds like a porn star name to me, bro.
I'm not a big fan of the name. Hopefully he gets smart. Be like, I'm changing my name. I'll be like, cool.
They're not going to do that, bro.
Sideways, dude. They need to do something.
They're not going to do that, bro, because they want ownership of it to a certain extent, man. Like that's how it works over there, bro. But another promo we saw was a Ciampa promo, which ended with like, you know, the two things that he wants most, and one of them being Goldie. That was a nice little, again, throwback of Ciampa of old. Again, you know, I just don't think that they look at Ciampa as being like the main guy there. Yeah. I just don't think, like, I think he'll be that sort of upper mid card. I don't see them putting the title back on him again anytime soon.
No, which sucks because I mean, hell, Ciampa and Gargano, I see those guys as being like two of the biggest locker room leaders there for NXT if they were allowed to have locker room leaders.
Well, they would have. Well, locker room leaders are decided by the people in the locker room, but
Right.
I think like. Do you see Gargano and Ciampa, and I'm going to go a little bit off kilter here. Do you see Gargano and Ciampa as guys that could potentially go on and be, main eventers in WWE, like going up there and being a contender for like a Roman Reigns, a Seth Rollins, a Brock Lesnar, a Bobby Lashley? Do you think that those guys could be main event talents on that main roster on Raw and SmackDown?
Honestly, no. Because
why?
Because I mean, okay, I could see them like being the underdog, getting the shot, and doing the main event, but then I could see them just getting thrown to the wayside, not win, and then go back down the card. Like we've seen it multiple times with so many people. Like, and some of them happen to be NXT guys. And I mean, as much as I'd want to see them be main event guys on the main roster, I really don't want them to go on the main roster because honestly, I want to say they feel protected on NXT. Like,
but that's the thing; it's not up to them, bro. If they get told they go to Raw, they go to Raw. They go to SmackDown, they go to. It's all depends on what the higher ups want. They're going to tell them where they want them. But my question is, are we going to ever see them up there? Do they only see these guys as two guys that can sort of be the locker room leaders in NXT, but not the guys on main Raw or SmackDown?
No, I don't see that at all because I mean on Raw and SmackDown they already have locker room leaders, like they have Orton. I'm sure.
I'm not talking about locker room leaders, but I'm talking about could you see these guys going on and being main event players on Raw and SmackDown?
Oh, no.
Just like, okay, why do you think that they couldn't do it? Like, not that they couldn't do it, but why do you think it wouldn't happen?
Because they like WWE's already got their stars. They already know who they want on the main event. Like it's like almost set in stone. Like they got fucking Roman Reigns, which that's already one main event guy. Bobby Lashley, I don't really see as a main event guy, but he's there. He's got the championship.
Yeah.
And then you have your contenders. You've got like Finn Balor. You've got Randy Orton that's going up for the WWE championship. You got those guys. I mean, hell, Finn, he could be main event, but I don't think they would make him main event because, like I said, they've already got guys picked out to be the main event guys. So, I mean, the crowd wants to see Finn be a main event guy. They want to see him hold the championship.
But do you think that they, like, ever since, because when Finn won the Universal title, years ago, and he was crowned with that red belt, do you think that they then turn around because he had to give it up straight away due to injury? Do you think that they look at him as going, he's just not a guy that we can rely on?
I mean,
in that spot,
on that spot, they're probably like, well, injury prone, but it wasn't his fault at all. But they would probably look at that like, man, he can probably get hurt again. I don't know if we could do that. Might as well keep him at this level where he can't get that hurt or something like that. But I don't know. I just like the main event thing is dicey as shit. Like, you want to see them go up, but in reality, it's not going to happen. Because, like I said, they got people already set in stone. Like, who's going to be this guy?
I think they even teased them going up once, right? They went up to the main roster there.
They
champions.
Yeah, before Ciampa went out with the neck surgery.
That's right. Before, he then gave up the belt. Or vacated it because neck surgery. That's right.
Yeah, Gargano had North American Championship and Ciampa had the NXT title.
100%. But moving on to the main event of the evening, MSK versus Birch and Lorcan. How did you find it?
It was pretty good. It was a good match. Uh, Two different styles. I honestly thought Danny and Ono Oini, whatever the hell you want to call him.
Oni.
Oini.
Oh, wake up, Glenn.
Shut up! It's early.
You haven't had coffee this morning, have you?
Fuck no, I haven't.
There you go. We need to get this man some coffee. Get your assistant to get you some coffee.
Oh yeah. Anyway, no, but it was a good match. I honestly thought, Dunn and Holland being out there, I thought they were going to do some things, but they actually just sat back and watched. I was surprised about that.
Yeah, like it was interesting sort of takeaway from that. You mentioned the difference in styles, and I think that MSK's got that sort of fast-paced indie style. Birch and Lorcan, I really enjoy their style. It's almost like that UK hard hitting style, and even only Lorcan being American, his style as well, just that sort of hard hitting, very UK based sort of style. It was entertaining during seeing the double submission spot.
Yeah,
I've seen that a couple of times before here in Australia. I like that spot. I wonder where they got it from. Finish was a bit meh, I found.
Yeah.
It seemed to take a long time to execute.
Yeah, it did. Like I said, it was a good match. The ending shocked the shit out of me. Not the end of the match, but the end of the show, basically. I was like, what? But
it was almost like seeing the split, right? And seeing Dunn and Holland take out Birch and Lorcan. It was like watching the Hurt Business break up again. You know what I mean? It's very it's, you know what I mean? Did you get that feeling? I was sitting there watching going,
it felt like that, and then I saw Dunn's head nod to Holland. I'm like, as soon as that happened, I saw Triple H with Randy Orton on Batista's shoulders, giving him the thumb down and shit. I was like,
no, man, this reminded
that's what
me
it felt like.
It reminded me too much, bro, of seeing. Seeing.
But Hurt Business is better than
I agree.
And whatever the hell they were going to name themselves, they don't even have a name. That's probably why they didn't have a name. That's probably.
Dude, but man, that was NXT this week, man. Overall, it was an okay episode for me. It, wasn't bad, wasn't oh my god.
Yeah.
Kaylee Ray, I thought her turning up and her match with Ember Moon was great. The match that was most improved for me that I really enjoyed the most was the NXT Women's Tag Team match. I thought that was told a really great story.
Yeah, it did. I liked. Fuck. Well, my wire got in the way. I was like,
whoa.
Not that. It's my headphone wire, you sick pervert. Calm the hell down. But no, my favorite match of the night was Hayes and Escobar. That match makes me want to see Hayes more and see what else he can do. I mean, I know we saw him in the breakout tournament and everything, but they weren't really doing that much. They were just kind of doing the match, this is what we can do, and then move on. But this match was more of all right, I'm going to show you a little bit more what I'm capable of doing. And I liked what I saw. Of course, the Creed brothers, that was amazing. I love their look. I love their intensity in the ring. Definitely can't wait to see them do more. And of course, the whole index thing, just amazing. Can't say nothing bad about that. God, I love it. Can't wait to see the wedding, see how terrible that's going to be, because I feel like something's going to get interrupted. I could only imagine what it's going to be, though.
You know this, man.
Know what's going to happen. It's a wrestling wedding.
That's it, man. But what you got planned for the rest of the day, Mr. Sexton?
Not much. Just do some clips and do stuff around here.
That's it, man. It never stops in this podcast game, bro. We grind 24/7 up in this bitch. But guys, that's been your NXT roundup. Huge shout out to our sponsors, healthvape.com, your healthy vaping alternative. Go check them out. All their products are no nicotine, no harmful or addictive chemicals, and they are vitamin infused. So check them out. Use promo code MWA pod to get a 10% discount at checkout. And
then we have sleeves.com where they have dirty boxers, headbands, arm sleeves, anything that your athlete needs in your life, even customizable gear. Love to throw that in there because a lot of people love custom stuff. I'm one of them. I don't know why. Something in the brain's like, oh, we can make our own thing? Fuck yeah, I want that. We also got a code, MWA pod, 10% discount. Check them out at sleeves.com.
Oh, yeah. But Glenn, also make sure you check out all of our shows on the MWA Podcast Network and also our shows on the Vince Russo's Realm Network, where you've got Killing the Business with former ECW original, the Kingpin Angel motherfucking Medina, with King Mega and Glenn Sexton every single week breaking it down. You've also got Shooting the Shit Uncensored, hosted by me, where I'm interviewing and speaking to people from around the world involved in professional wrestling. And also you've got Get Funked with Alan Kiwi Funk, where he's having some amazing conversations with some of the guys that he went and the girls he went up and down the roads with in WCW, TNA, and throughout his wrestling career. Amazing, throwback type of show. You really get a lot of cool stories out of that one. Make sure you check it out. And also Knights of the Gimmick Table, hosted by the Dead Presidents, Boogaloo and Lowrider. An amazing show. These guys are independent professional wrestling tag team legends, bro. They are one of the most respected tag teams on the indies for the last 20 years, guys. So make sure you check out Knights of the Gimmick Table. All those shows are exclusive for the first 4 weeks on the Realm Network. So make sure you subscribe there and check out some of our live shows like the NXT Roundup, Wrestling with Sports with the Dead Presidents and King Mega, and also the Funkin' Kingpin Show, baby, with Kingpin and the Kiwi. But guys, until next time, we love yous. Mwah! Good night and good luck. Peace.